Hey there, guys, and welcome back to Get Going Fast, the place where we get into this excellent hobby in hopefully sort of a quick and efficient manner in which you might actually learn something. So we're going to go back to our Flux Uno models today, which are super groovy with the stuff we can do with it. We're blending images together to make full images, new images, right? So I take this one, I got this guy, and have him carrying this book, you know, while wearing these jeans, and it combines them all together. Really cool stuff. We talked about this earlier in the week. Actually, there was an app called OmniGen, which came out last year, which was very cool, that just never really quite caught traction. Part of the problem was it was quite resource intensive, but Flux Uno has done this. Now, in the last video, we looked at how to do this in ComfyUI, and I walked you through how to create your own workflow. It was really easy, how to download your stuff, and we got you doing that. But today, yo, we are actually going to be looking at the actual Gradio app. Okay, so now the reason we hadn't done the Gradio app before was because I was having issues with installing it directly from the repository. But we've managed to get that sorted out, and so we're going to be looking at this Gradio app. Now, unfortunately, the app is such, the changes that need to be made, they're not as simple as me just going to walk you through it. So this is going to be more video on how to get hold of this Gradio app from the Get Going Fast page, as well as showing you a place online that you can use it to, you know, if you don't have your own resource. So essentially, this is I'm showing you that how you can get this app. I'm going to show you how to use the app once you get it from the Get Going Fast site, or I'm going to show you how to use it online from the demo. Okay, so that's where we're at that, but you can always download it through the ComfyUI thing as well and do a workflow there. So, you know, it's win-win. Okay, so we'll get into that, but before we do, I do want to thank you for liking and sharing the channel. Of course, it is Easter holiday, so great time to mention AI to your family. You can sit there and right after the prayer where you can say, I just want to thank the Lord for sending his son, that his son did die on the cross and that he is resurrected, and because of this fulfilling life we can have, we're also able to enjoy things like AI. And then you bring up Get Going Fast with everyone, and over ham and mashed potatoes, and they have nowhere to run. It's a great opportunity, so thank you for doing that. Very much appreciate that. You're a true believer in both faith and in the Get Going Fast page, so you know I can't lift you up any higher than that. Thank you so much. So let's get on with this page, how to use Flux Uno easily. Go. Okay, so really easy. Again, all we need to do to find this is just head over to your browser, and you just got to go to the getgoingfast.pro. Type that in there and it will bring you up to this Patreon page, and if you scroll down you will find this new one here that says the Uno-Flux Gradio app, and so you can see the kind of cool stuff that we're able to do with this. Take the cool looking chick, the globe, and there all of a sudden you have cool looking chick in a globe. Okay, so really cool stuff going on with this. But to download this, all you're gonna have to do, this is for members. Okay, so if you're not a member, I really encourage you to become a member. We got a lot going on here, got all sorts of news on here. You get to be part of the flagship Q&A, and you get access to like all of the software on here. So plus you get a little bit of my time, so I always pay a little bit more attention to my members. So here's like all this software that you can just sit and play with, looking for a project to download it, do it up, yo. I mean, look at all that. So at any rate, so what you do is you go over here to your new one and you click it and you save it. Okay, then it's going to come to your file explorer. Now I really encourage you, do not do not install this on your desktop. That is a major problem that people do, is they download to the desktop, or they just install it into their downloads, and that will cause errors. Okay, now the reason that that causes errors is that these folders are the desktop and your download folders are actually systems folders. Okay, so they're not what am I doing here? I'm clicking on the wrong thing there. Okay, they're system folders. It's not like this where you're at the D and the C. They're actually drilled to under your, you got to go to users, and then you got to go to the username, and then you got to, so there's problems that come with you installing the system folders. The best thing to do is to put it somewhere on your C drive or your D drive, whichever you install your stuff on. And what I do with my stuff is I have a folder here, D, and I put everything, like with this, I would put it under, I'd put it on the D drive, and I'd put it under image. Okay, and then I have a name for whatever I'm going to put there. So I would create a folder called Flux Uno. Maybe what you might do is just create a folder and call it AI tools, like this. And then under there, you can install your software. Nice way to keep your stuff organized. Okay, so bottom line, don't install it on your desktop, don't install it in your downloads folder. That will cause you problems. But once you get it there, you're going to have this zip file. All you got to do is you just want to right click it and then go to your WinRAR and go extract here. Maybe it's 7-zip or whatever. You don't want to create another folder. You just want to extract it to the same folder. Okay, and you're going to get these files, your about.info, disclaimer, your installer, and your run. So all you got to do is you got to just click the installer. Okay, and that's going to pop up something that looks like this. Okay, and you just read the disclaimer, you hit the space bar, and it's going to install. Easy, okay? Everything will do manual, as long as the disclaimer helps you understand you got to have your system set up. You need to have your mini conda, and you need to have your Python, and your CUDA, and your Git, your basic stuff installed. But it's going to create this folder here. It's going to download everything in there, do it all for you, and then all you got to do is double click the run button. Yo! Okay, so what that does then is it pops us back over to here, and all of a sudden your app is up. Okay, so there, it's literally that easy. Okay, and you can throw your stuff in there. Down here you got a bunch of examples, so you can play around with these. Put different faces, different people in there. Play with this. I just left the default ones that were there. Okay, I put this chicken here because I think she's kind of cool. And you'll notice up here you got the model variants. So you want the FP8, okay? Just because that is, again, it's a quant size. It's going to make it so it actually works on your machine. Make sure this button, enable offload, is working. That'll speed it up. And then you type in a prompt, okay? So, the figurine is in the crystal ball. Say the cool girl is in the crystal ball, whatever, you can do multiple things. I like this crystal ball analogy just because it's cool. It's neat. So you can open up your advanced options. There's your number of steps. So steps, again, are like how many drafts, how many times it goes over it. So the more steps you do, the longer it's going to take. You probably don't want to go down past 20, but you probably don't want to go below 20. But if you're just doing fast stuff, you just like, I just want to kick through stuff, go down to 10. It'll be fine. But when you want to get ready for your high quality stuff, you want to get up into your 20s. Real high quality would be 30, 40, 50. Okay? Play around with this seed. If you type in a particular seed, you'll get the same result every time as long as it's the same input. Okay, but you'll see that we can put -1 for random there. Okay, and that means it'll change. You'll get a different image every time. And then when you're done, all you gotta do is click this generate button, and it'll get to the getting on. Now, I'm not sure if this will how well this will work right now because I'm on I'm on the software making a video, so it's taking up resources, but it'll do its thing. Also, by the way, the first time you run this, okay, it is going to download a bunch of models, so it will take a little bit of time. The first time you come into this will go through here and it'll download a bunch. So it could take, depending on your internet, it could take several minutes. Okay, so there it's loading this up. It's doing its thing. We can see it working there. And I'm not sure if that's actually doing it or if that's just loading it, but let's see. Okay, so that's just loading the model. Now it'll actually get into generating it. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, so this one didn't do it, right? It didn't put the cool girl in the crystal ball. Still a cool photo, but you know, you would just try it again. We go back to what it said, the figurine. It's in the crystal ball. I don't know, whatever. But since we got that -1, we'll get a different image this time. Okay, so that's how this works. Throw in whatever images you want. Notice that you've got 4 spaces on here, okay? Okay, here's the other way that we can do this. So we can go to the actual repo. And I'm going to explain to you here why it's difficult to just install this manually. But here's how we would find it. We would type Uno-Flux. God, type, son. All right, GitHub. Okay, so we're going to find this one from ByteDance. ByteDance is just an amazing company. I think a Chinese company. They just do such incredible stuff. They might be the TikTok guys. At any rate, so here's your repo. There's the other easiest way to do it. You can go down here where it says the demo, and you just right click on that or click it, and it's going to open up this thing called Hugging Face Spaces, and you can use this online. Now, the difference with using this online is that you're using shared resources. Okay, so it ends up taking longer. Okay, here's one I did with here's one I did. I took a picture of the puppy and then the dress and the thing, and it put it all together. Puppy wearing a dress and a little purse. So very cute. Okay, so we could try something like this. We could say this woman is wearing this baseball cap. I don't know if that'll work or not, but we could try it. But this kind of stuff you can play with. Okay, let's go back over here really quick, see what's going on there. Oh, well, look at this one, did it. Okay, came back here and it put the woman inside of the crystal ball. So that's actually really great. Okay, and it does save it to an output folder, so you can get that later by going back to your file explorer. And if you go into your Uno folder, you'll see there's an outputs. And then you can find the images you created there. Okay, we can go back online. See, so the one online, oh, there it did it. Where does it go? So that was decently fast. Went ahead, took her, created her, and put the Bumbo Boom hat on her head, which is very cool. All right, this one, I don't know where it saves that, so I'll just save it manually. Okay, now I do want to point out that typically, I don't know if this has installation instructions. It doesn't, and that's one of the reasons we're not installed. But I mean, you could theoretically, requirements and installation. So you can go through this, and it really doesn't look like it should be that hard, but it's missing stuff, and it doesn't have all the requirements that you need. So if you try to do this just as is, it's going to throw errors. Okay. As well, once I figured out the requirements needed, it has issues with the models downloading. So then when running it, I would get an error saying that I can't access the models because they're behind a gated repo. Okay, which is just big talk for on Hugging Face. Usually at some places they want you to sign up to use their models. And so even though I'm signed up, it wasn't accessing it. And so you have to go do some different to download them. Anyways, the point is, it's the programming needed is beyond the scope of what we do here with this page, at least for now. So you can play around with this, but the easiest way to use it is to just go online, okay, and check this out, or go over to the Get Going Fast page and just get the app. Okay, if you don't want to sign up, you can also buy it as a single purchase. And then, yeah, you got something to play with for the weekend. Okay, boop, boop. So I'm heading out to go see family for the rest of the holiday. I love this holiday, great holiday. One of the great American holidays. Such a fantastic holiday. So I'm going to go see family. I will be gone for a couple days, but then I will be back on Monday. You'll probably see me popping in and out any rate. But I do want you guys to have a blessed holiday. I hope that you enjoy your family and just have a peaceful weekend and enjoy playing with your AI tools. If you have any questions, reach out. Happy to help you as always. And remember to hit us up on the Instagram. Come find us on X. You can hit us on Reddit. We're on the Discord. So come hang out with us. We would love to see what you're working on, the safe for work things that you're working on. Okay? Oh, by the way, Flux Uno is only safe for work. Doesn't do anything other than that. Oh, I should tell you one more thing really quickly. When you're using this Uno-Flux, I do remember, it's trained on 512. Okay, so you can't really do high def stuff with this. So this is something really to play with or do something cool with your social media, but you're probably not gonna be able to do high detail things. So, all right, anyways, we're gonna leave it there. You guys stay good, and as usual, we will catch you on the other side, yo.